Congressman Andy Biggs, Republican from Arizona, a border state, joins me now. Congressman, are you derelict in your duty?
Well, I'm glad she used the words dereliction of duty because they mirror exactly what Biden, Harris, and Mayorkas have done along the border. They have failed in their duty. For her to basically use those terms and say there's a lack of leadership, and she basically deflects to somebody else. She denies the fentanyl crisis, the border crisis, millions of people coming in, that they've ordered CBP and ICE not to enforce the law. And now the revealed story that they just have been harassing these poor horse officers now, and they're going to punish them anyways. She's the one that's had dereliction of duty. And, Secretary Mayorkas needs to be impeached. If he had any integrity, in my opinion, he would have already resigned.
Okay. How do you explain the presidential interview last night, Jake Tapper on CNN, talking with the president? He didn't ask a single question about the border during that interview, not a single one. What do you make of that?
Well, they don't want to talk about the border. The border is a big issue for most Americans. They understand that not only do you have the fentanyl crisis, but you have foreign terrorists that have come in. You have criminal gang members. You see increased criminal activity in many places. They simply don't want to talk.
Why didn't he bring it up? I mean, why didn't he? Was there some kind of deal here between the president and CNN? Hey, we'll come on your new show if you don't ask me about the border. I mean, I'm getting that cynical, frankly.
Well, it very well could be. I think this administration doesn't want to talk about the border, and certainly, I think they handled Joe Biden with kid gloves. They don't want to embarrass this guy. They support this guy. They're hard leftists, just like this president. So why would they bring up a total embarrassment and a travesty for the American people that this guy has caused with his policies?
Didn't want to bring it up. Okay. The Biden administration is considering it's called a humanitarian parole program for Venezuelans, similar to the program given to Ukrainians. What's the president doing here?
Well, he's basically granting amnesty, increasing, and he's providing an incentive and a pull factor, and he's doing it without authority. The parole authority that he's going to claim he's got is statutory, and it's meant to provide just very few people to come in for very specialized, particularized interests. And what they're doing now is they're trying to find ways to bring amnesty to people, because this is their policy, Stuart. They said they were going to do this when they campaigned, and it's to open the border. And that's why they're going to grant this, or try to grant this amnesty to Venezuelans.
Extraordinary stuff. Congressman Andy Biggs, thank you for being here, sir. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.